Hey YouTube, it is Easy Prepper 101. Today we're going to be doing a review of the CEDARCRAFT self-watering planter. We picked this up at Costco this year because we had to change up normally what we would do for our garden this year. I had a meniscus tear, so building a raised bed that usually me and my dad do was not going to be able to do. So my wife saw this product here and figured this would be a good idea to try something different. And in this, we have a variety of some vegetables and stuff. So we have a couple different lettuces, romaine, and I believe that is a lunch cider red in the back there. And we just planted that one. But when I did my opening of this, that wasn't there. But the one thing that we really love about this, and we're going to talk about it over here, we'll change camera angles when we get to it, is this self-watering. Right now, I live in Northwest Ohio, and we have had almost probably close to 30 days of no rain, and which is just super crazy. And but the great thing is the dimensions of the size of this is 21 inches by 47 inches by 32. And as you can see, there's a lot of room to where you could probably almost you can move this guy over if you wanted to and plant one more. And putting this together, me and my wife put this together in probably 30 minutes. I mean, it wasn't even that. I mean, I think we spent more time getting the box because it was just super easy putting all this together. Now, the one thing this does have, you don't have to put it on there, but we did, it does have locking wheels. So if you want to move it around, you can. But with the lettuce and stuff that we have in here, everything is growing really good. And what we really love that see what we have. And having the self-watering system, which we have right over there, that we have seen these are actually growing a lot better than what we actually have in our regular garden because there's constantly water in there, so these plants are not drying out. And as you can kind of see, be able to zoom in here, you'll kind of see that there's little wet spots there. And that's the great thing about this system, that it's constantly keeping them hydrated. And there is an indicator that we're going to get to and show you, and my wife has been super impressed by this. And you're going to need a bag and a half of soil. But for a bag and a half, that wasn't too bad. And this thing has been working fantastic with not having to water as much as you would your normal plants. And then the way, depending on how this does this season, I could see us maybe picking up one more just to grow more lettuce for my wife. So now we're going to show you the watering nozzle. All right, so this is the watering system where you fill your water, and right here, let's see if we can zoom in there. Yeah, right there, you can see that means it's full. As you can see, the bobber is down, but this bobber will pull up, as you can see, when it's full, but when you need to add water, it will be down like that. And this can still go down just a little bit more, but we're gonna have to add water to it tonight. But this will tell you when you need to water and when you're not watering, so you're not going to overwater your plants to where you might kill them. And the one thing my wife loves about this is because of this little the nozzle here, because it's self-watering. As you can kind of see in those, you can see the water, how they're still wet, which is really good because here in Ohio we've had hot weather, and like I said, we've gone almost 31 days without rain. I think hopefully in the next, I think 5 days, I think we're actually going to get some rain, because most of the time we have our rain system that we actually have, which is just kind of right here, we're empty. And we have been using our normal house hose, where we really don't like to because of the chemicals. We like using the rainwater, but because of we haven't gotten any rain, it's really hurt us, for the garden wise. But our garden is growing. We have our pumpkins that I actually just posted on Instagram. Will be a couple days when this comes out. It was like 9 days and we're already getting sprouts. So the heat's been good, but it hasn't been good for some of our plants. So hopefully you guys are not running into this issue. But all in all, this is very sturdy. It's great. You can lock it up, move this around if you wanted to do it in your garden, or if you had it on your concrete, like in a garage or something, like if you're going to pull it outside for the daytime. Now, the one thing it does when you do fill this up when the very first time, or if you're watering it, the water will come out the bottom. So just kind of keep that in mind, that if you are going to do that, maybe put some type of like maybe like a kid's pool underneath where you can catch the water, and then put it into a container where then later on you can then fill it back up, so you're trying to save water. But we're going to wrap this video up for you. All in all, the first impressions of this is actually very impressive with me and my wife. She's just impressed of how it's holding water and not having to water like we do our raised beds that we built. And we are very curious to see how this does down the road when these we able to start harvesting and see how this does throughout the year. So if you want to kind of get some catch ups on how things are going with the garden, check out my Instagram page. That will be in the description, so you can follow me there because I'm trying to do about 3 to 4 times a week pictures of the garden so you guys can see how it's going, because this is the time that me and my wife love. And we're very curious to see how this product does, especially at the end of the year, if we're getting a lot of lettuce and the baby bell peppers, because we are growing regular ones. So, but we're anxious to see how this does for this year. And at the end of this season, we will definitely give you an honest review. Is it worth the money or not? The price point of this is $149 at Costco, but when we bought it, it was on sale. So kind of keep a lookout. We'll also try to put a link in the description, either through Amazon or Costco, that if you're interested in one of these, it's definitely something to have. And especially if you're getting into garden, this is kind of like a nice little starter kit if you're just going to do some lettuce and peppers and stuff. So keep that in mind. So write in the comments section below if you guys have ever used this product, and let me know if you guys are having a successful gardening season, because I would love to hear about it. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you guys down the road.